Hi, I'm Raja. I'm a Vedic astrologer for AstroVed, and I'm here to talk about the upcoming transit of Saturn into Libra. And it's going to occur on November 15th, 2011. It's going to be there for 3 years. And this is a big move, and we will be discussing that. There's several questions people have sent in, so we'll be looking at those questions and trying to clarify anybody's doubts about this. So Saturn's move into Libra over the next 3 years is going to have impacts on each and all of us, and some signs will be impacted more than others. We will discuss that during the predictions that come after that. After this video, we'll have some more videos. So let's look at this transit and see how it impacts us and Saturn's during the next 3 years. There's 2 reasons why this is an important transit, and that is, 1, Saturn is exalted. And exalted means Saturn is comfortable and he will be bringing his full power for the next 3 years into this area of your life, whatever that is, depending on how your chart is configured. And he's also going to be doing that for the whole world. So there's going to be some very big changes and substantial changes. Saturn is a planet that brings in structure, and also its long-term processes are going to be put into place, and things are getting cleaned up as well. Also, Saturn is a planet that can deny or delay things. So the areas that he's influencing, you may find these areas being slowed down, and it is time to readjust and say, okay, maybe I can't get things to happen quickly, but you move slower and you make sure that you're getting it done right the first time. So it can bring in a very substantial change in how you're doing things on a day-to-day basis. The other reason is it's 2012, and we've been hearing about 2012 for many years, about the changes that are coming into this world, the time of light, the time of ascension, heaven on earth coming in, that this is the Mayan calendar, saying that the world is going to end. It's not that it's going to end, it's that a new consciousness is coming in. So when something new comes in, the old seems to end, but it will just be 2012. And when you come to 2012, November, was it 12/12/21? So 12/12/22 will still be here, but a new consciousness will start to come in, and we will start to see the world differently. So this is something that we can look forward to. Okay, Saturn going retrograde is referring to something that happens that is actually an optical illusion. And this is something that is, we can look at, and we experience it every day if you're driving, and that is when you're driving, if you come up on another car that is going slower, you're both going forward. When you come up on that other car, there's a moment where the other car looks like it's going backwards. That is what we call going retrograde, when the planets do that. So Saturn is considered the slowest moving planet, but it's because from our perspective, Saturn, which is far away in the solar system, appears to be moving slow. It's like you're seeing an airplane in the sky, and the airplane is moving, and it looks just like it's kind of going, not fast at all, but it's going 300-400 miles an hour. So it's because it's so far away. So Saturn is very far away. So it is considered the slowest moving planet. And as it moves around the solar system, the Earth catches up to it once a year. And when it catches up to it, Saturn being that it's slower moving, the Earth comes along and it looks like it's moving backwards. And that occurs for about one third of the year. So 4 months out of the year, Saturn looks like it's moving backwards, and its energy is different. It has a different effect in our life at that time. So that's what we discuss in the predictions as well. Saturn is a great planet, and the reason we're afraid of him is because he's very powerful, and he has the power to bring in change. And so he's an agent of change, and we all fear change. And so the more we fight Saturn, we fight change, the more painful it can be. Saturn is also a great planet in terms of he's the planet that brings in, that teaches us what true happiness is, what it means to have a fulfilling life. So Saturn is a great teacher in terms of making life matter. And actually, Steve Jobs, who recently passed, he had in his he gave a speech to a college, and he was saying that he used death as his advisor. Every day he would wake up and say, if I die tomorrow, am I living the life that I want to live? Is what I'm about to do matter? Saturn brings that kind of immediacy and importance of everything we do into our life. So you can use Saturn to bring this great sense of immediacy and that things matter into your life. Saturn's effect is different for each person, and we are going to give a general predictions for each of the 12 signs. Looking at 4 signs that will be impacted most directly will be Libra, the sign that Saturn is moving into, but also Sagittarius, Aries, and Cancer, as he has special aspects on each of these signs during the next 3 years. So these are, but each sign will be impacted. And where Saturn comes in, it's interesting for some because he's a planet that slows things down, also brings in structure and seriousness and that things matter. These areas of your life, depending on what that is for your sign, and when I say sign, I'm referring to moon sign, and that will be affected. If you go to astrofed.com, we actually have a personalized Saturn transit report that you can look at and we can generate for you. So that's a good sign to have, so you can know what's coming for the next 3 years and how Saturn will be influencing you. It's not possible to escape from Saturn, but it is possible to minimize the negative impact. And the way we minimize negative impact of Saturn is by doing Saturn remedies. And there are many remedies that you can do on your own, but there are also remedies that you can order from Astroved that are very powerful, that will also be very helpful. So on your own, what's good to do is on Saturday, wear black, feeding crows, also feeding people who are helping to feed homeless or people who are less fortunate. The remedies that you can order from Astroved are homas, or fire labs. These are very powerful for turning a negative influence into a positive influence. And also there are pujas that can be done, and you can also chant Saturn's mantra, Om Sani Sharaya, and 108 times. Or you can have someone at Astroved do that. We can do that by proxy. So there are many remedies. They're very powerful. And especially if Saturn is influencing you directly, or when I say you, your moon. So if you're going through Sati Sate, or if Saturn is going through your first house, or you are running Saturn, it's a long period. So, which is a 19-year period. So you want to always be appeasing Saturn. So when a planet is influencing you in a negative way, the best way to switch the energy is to do a remedy, and through these remedies that we have at Astroved, it's very powerful to quickly turn something negative into a positive.